Hey everyone, Rome here. Today I'm going to do something I haven't done for over a year. I'm going to bring back the series Collector's Edition Showlight, where I'm showing off several of my Collector's Editions and giving my opinions on if they're good or not. Today we'll be checking out Blizzard's Starcraft 2, Starcraft 2 Collector's Editions and the two Diablo 3 Collector's Editions. Oof, they're so dusty. Oh god. Oh god. Let's just get on to it. Alright. And also I'll be doing it a little bit different now when I'm showing off the collector's editions and such. As in I'll actually be showing the table. First let's start with the collector's edition for Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Here you can see a quick look at what's supposed to be in it. As you can see, there are a skin for the unit in game, and you get a little skin, you get a little unit, a little minion companion in World of Warcraft, and a couple of icons and such for Starcraft. This was when they started doing this, where they gave stuff to other games in their series as well, which is actually a very cool thing, because who doesn't want to get cool stuff for their other Blizzard games? And yeah, this light is a little bit annoying. I don't have any other way of lighting it, so yeah. One thing I kind of like about this box is how it opens. It's like it actually opens up rather neatly. And let's just put that to this side actually. And then here you have, this is actually one of the really cool things about the StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty Collector Edition. You have this, which looks like it's the ID tag of Jim Raider, wasn't it? No, James Raynor. It is the ID tag he uses in game, and this is just to hang it up on you. But in reality, it's a USB drive, a 4 GB USB drive with the original StarCraft on it, which is actually pretty cool because you can just plug this into your computer and play it immediately. And you don't, if I'm remembering correctly, you don't even have to install anything for it. Then you got, of course, the game. You have the usual is the soundtrack. Yeah, I haven't opened most of these because it doesn't interest me too much. I'm just a collector for the most part, you could say. Here you got the behind the scenes DVD, which is pretty usual. Then they have like a issue 0 comic book. I have no idea if this comic ever got any kind of popular or not, but if it did, who knows? That might be worth something. Who knows? And then you got, of course, the art book, which has all the kind of different arts and such from this game. So this collector edition, I would say it's pretty good, but I would mostly say it's pretty good just because its price. It's not that expensive. That's one of the biggest things about Blizzard's collector editions. They're rather inexpensive. In other words, you can buy them without worrying too much about, going broke afterwards because, oh no, you just bought the collector's edition. While others will, well, of course, I'm saying this in Norwegian kroners, but let's see, quick calculation. This one would be about, and remember, this is Norwegian standards, we have a bit more money to spend, and things are more expensive here. About, I think this was 90 bucks or so, I think it was. I don't remember entirely if it was 90 bucks or not. While other collector editions will be easily 100 plus for a lot less. Mass Effect, I'm looking at you. Your collector editions sucked so much. I mean, seriously, it was just so bad. Next one would be the Heart of the Swarm for Starcraft 2. As you can see, it has the same thing, only now it also gives Diablo 3. Diablo 3 wings and banner. Wait, let's see. I have to see it right. And you get one of the Mutalisks. I think that's that's an Ultralisk. Oops, sorry. Which again, there isn't much in there. There's actually one thing I want to show you in here is the mouse pad. everything else is just the usual art book, music, behind the scenes. Actually, I can see here exactly what it cost. It cost. Okay, actually, this one was a little bit over $100. It was a little bit later, but yeah. And then it has the little mousepad, which is pretty cool. It's from the intro. It's an intro cinematics to Heart of the Swarm. So the rest of this is just the usual behind the scenes and all that stuff. It's not much to show other than the artwork on it, I suppose, but... Oh, damn it, go in there. It also has the cool opening and closing, like it's a door. Which I actually have... While it's not a big thing, I think it's a cool little thing they added. You know, they didn't need to do it, but it makes the box cooler. You know. Next we have Diablo 3. Let's see what's in this one. Here you can see it again. You have some icons for Starcraft 2. You have a skin for Diablo 3, this game. And then you get a little shaman for World of Warcraft. It's like, yeah. And as you can see down there, that's the main thing that I love about this collector's. This collector's edition has actually a pretty damn cool... Also the box on this, you know, while it's kinda cool, it's not that big of a deal. Here it is. This is a pretty damn cool thing about this collector edition, which is actually one thing that most people just love about this collector's. It's Diablo's skull with a USB drive, which is meant to go in here as in, I guess, whatever killed him or something. And on this USB drive, you have Diablo 2 with its expansion pack. You just need to plug it in, plug and play. Again, I think it's pretty cool. This little thing itself is a pretty cool thing. You can see under it as well. It's pretty well detailed all in all. You have a lot of small cracks and small details on it, which actually I think it makes it a pretty good collector's edition. And again, it doesn't cost an awful lot of money. But then again, of course, there's not that much into it. The usual, that's the soundtrack. A couple of... I'm not going to be showing you guys that one because, well, yeah. Yeah, this one costs just about the same as the last one. Some more guest passes. I have to make sure none of you see these because, well, there's no point in showing you them because I'm not giving them to you. Ha ha ha. Also, they're useless now. Yeah. Behind the scenes, the game, and the art book. Actually, the artwork on this one is actually pretty cool. It makes it look pretty ominous. Yes, I English good. Again, I think it's a pretty cool collector's edition, but here's the problem with a lot of Blizzard collector editions. They seem to have the problem of the first one is cool, and it has some pretty sweet things in it. The next one does not. Because this one has the exact same problem as Starcraft 2 did. Since the next one, which is Reaper of Souls. Now, it's a black collect. The previous one was completely white. This one is mostly just black. Again, this one has the usual behind the scenes, music. Although it does have this. It has another mousepad. Heck, for most of my life, I've only been using Blizzard mousepads just because they come in the collector's editions. And by the time that I get a new collector's edition, I usually have worn it out. Let's see. This one has the angel on it. I think that's the angel. I don't know. I never. To be honest, this is going to sound really silly, but I never actually played the Reaper of Souls. I don't know, it just came out and I'm like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to play that. Probably I was playing other games at the moment, and it just kinda took the backtrack, and I kind of forgot about it. And now I'm just sitting here like, oh crap! I forgot about that I bought a game for probably a decent amount of money, and never played it. Whoops! Why do I keep on doing this? I have to control myself better. Yeah, as I said, a lot of Blizzard's collector editions, they seem to have this problem where they don't. The second collector editions are always worse than the first. They just don't have the same amount of stuff. They're not as eventful, you could say. While I have other collector editions which are pretty much the opposite. Damn, I can't close it properly. Okay, I'll do it later. Yeah, as I said, yeah, actually, let's just get the camera up again. So yeah, Blizzard, their collector editions aren't that expensive compared to others, which does make it so that missing a lot of stuff isn't that bad. Plus, if you're a collector of companions, mounts and such in World of Warcraft, or you want different icons in Starcraft 2, or want different stuff and banners in Diablo 3, buying any one of the Blizzard collector editions will give you stuff for the other games as well, which is actually one of the cooler things about their collector editions. But that's just something they can do because they're a big company, which earns a lot of money on these collector editions, and just from subscription and from... So they actually earn a lot of money, which allows them to do so. And of course they have a ton of games where they can do it with. So, as I said, last time I did this series was, I think it was January 2014, I think. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I probably should, maybe I should try to do one of these again. And now that I actually also have a proper camera, which can probably do it a little bit better, and such. Also, before you ask, no, I'm not showing it off to just show off. I'm probably doing this just to try to justify to myself for actually buying them. Because yeah, I have spent quite a bit of money on it. So yeah, I have to justify to myself that, yes, it was worth it. It was worth buying it, right? Nah, I'm joking. I'm a collector of games, yeah, at least collector editions and such. So for me, buying them is not... I'm just like, yeah, I would probably buy them anyways. I probably know I have enough for 2 or 3 more episodes, I would think. And I am probably going to do an unboxing if I get my hands on a Fallout 4 Collector's Edition, because it has some cool stuff in it. But other than that, I'm going to call this episode done. So, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you guys next episode.